Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes left of our 16 minutes to success. We're going to record this part of it. So if you haven't been to starfishsuccess.com, go there when you have time, sometime today, hopefully. And on the front page, you'll see the ideas from the other night. So to create continuity, auto ship orders is how we can really affect our residual income. And then things like, I mean, you heard Elizabeth and Adele both tell their stories, and you all know many people impacted, but it's hugely different that Elizabeth doesn't have stomach pain 2 to 3 days a week, that Adele's husband is not on all those prescriptions. Those are life-changing, and we can create an income that changes our lives. So sharing the videos, texting the link, so that YouTube video you all have in your phone, but there is the link should you want it again. The third is to call current customers for referrals. Yesterday I sent out kind of a long email to everyone, but in it are 2 emails that you could copy and paste, one for the business and one to, that Elizabeth nicely dressed up for sure and made way more appealing to send to customers about the special. Ask your clients to do a video testimonial. We all know video rises to the top of any social media. So if you have not emailed Jean and Levon that you want to be part of the Facebook marketing campaign, please do if you want to. So what will happen is they will send you back that you're in. You will sometime next week record like a 1.5-minute video. You'll send it back to them, and then they will do all the work to get it on Facebook in your market. So this isn't like just to your friends. This is your market, your whole area. And we are so blessed. People don't know about us, right? So we can right now be getting a lion's share of our markets. So please email them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, message me afterwards. So having your clients do a video testimonial would be a great way, because you could do a live and it would show up on their pages, right? Share your video on all the different ways. And then this was a great idea that Crystal had. So there's a flyer that our graphic artist is now doing because Crystal had asked our CEO, Jean. And so we should have that by Monday. It's a flyer that you could put up different places you work. Crystal actually has a doctor that is an eye doctor he's a customer of hers. And so she's also going to approach him with the flyer and ask if she can put that up at his place of business, or maybe make a lot of them and give them out to his clients this month. So there's lots of ways to share that. And then of course, low cost and free boosts would be another. So those are some ideas for sharing. But more than that, we probably all have people who we've thought about, who we've been thinking, how am I going to share this with this person? And I just want you not to overthink it. So what we always do is we uncover the need, right? What is their need? If you already know, maybe you've already seen them post on Facebook, or you've already talked to them in the past and you know what their need is, then you can approach them with, hey, Susie, I just had a quick question for you. I know you've struggled with da-da-da-da-da. Is that still the same for you? And then let her talk, right? If you don't know, then of course we have that scripts for custom, essentials, and intuitive that you would just start out, hey, Susie, I'm just going to read from it so you guys know you can too. I wanted to ask, do you take vitamins or supplements? Tell me more about that, or why not? Do you like how they're working for you? How's your energy level? Why is it important for you to have more energy? So just asking those questions. And once we know the need, then always the next step is, if I would you. So it's just an equation, right? We uncover the need. If I would you. If I sent you a short video link, would you have time to watch it sometime between now and tomorrow night? If you can put a timeline on it, that's always best, right? Would you have time to watch it sometime between now and tomorrow night? If they come back and they're like, no, I'm just not interested, you're like, oh, okay, great. Thanks. Because if they're not interested, they're not interested. That's okay. But Jen and I were just talking a few minutes ago, and I know Jen is on. Her husband, they have a sunshade kind of business. And Jen, I know you guys do much more than that. But so we were talking about, her husband wouldn't drop off a quote before he's asked if they want a quote, right? So sometimes we want to just send the video to everyone or send the link to everyone. Well, we wouldn't send before we ask if they want it. So if I would you, right? If I send this out, would you? At the same time, he wouldn't go to all the work to get them a quote and then not set up a follow-up appointment either, right? If he's going to go to the work to go to a business and find out their needs and get them this information, then he's going to set up a follow-up appointment. So it's the same kind of thing. We just be really straightforward. So if I send you a short video link that might have some information that could help you, would you have a chance to listen to it before tomorrow night? And you could even say, because short means different things to different people, right? Short, few minute. It's a little over few, because few's what, is few 3 to 5? I don't know what few is. But you want people to know it's, relatively short. Elizabeth's laughing because I'm like, yeah, closer to 5 than 10. But so you do want to make sure people know it's going to be really short. If I have some information that can help you, would you be willing to take a look? Right? That's the other way. If I have some information that can help you with that, would you be willing to take a look? Then when they say yes, now there's been that energy exchange and they're part of that, right? So then you're going to send them we of course have those videos in our back office. We have the little YouTube link I just did the other day. If you're like, okay, hey, they said they'd take a look, but I'm not really sure what's best to send them. Call me or call your mentor and we'll brainstorm and decide which video or which link is best to send them. And then of course you're going to have set your follow-up. Then when you follow up with that person, we could always do it as a 3-way call. Could hop on with you or your mentor could hop on with you. But it's just very easy questions because you're not going to sell someone who isn't interested, right? And when we sell someone, it's way more work for us and it's not as convenient for them. But if we ask questions and they sell themselves, if you will, it's an easy process and everybody feels good about it. So, hey, Susie, so tell me what you liked best about that. Well, I kind of like this and I kind of like that. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Tell me more about that. Here's what you're always saying. What did you like best about what you saw? Tell me more about that. And then you could, oh, really? Why? Just asking a few more questions. Why is that important to you? Are you serious about that? They'll tell you. It is very interesting. Well, it's just so cool that they can test. I mean, because it makes way more sense to test than to just guess. You're going, yeah, yep, you heard that in the video, yeah. But you don't say that, right? You just let them tell you why. Well, why do you think that's important? I mean, obviously you think it's important. You're the one who gave them the information, right? So it seems maybe even counterintuitive to be like, well, why would that matter to you? Or why is that important? Or why do you think that's such a good thing? But the more they talk about it, the more convinced they are because it resonated with them. So then once you kind of asked a few questions and it's clear where they're going. So Susie, it sounds like you're really concerned about making sure you have the best nutrition. And what I'd recommend for you is that you make sure and get on this $1 Privatest because you're saving yourself $98 this month, and obviously it's important to you. So shall I go ahead and start putting that order in for you, right? You're just going to do the call to action. And then the hardest part is the duct tape. You're not going to say anything else. You're just going to be quiet. And that is harder for a lot of us because the silence feels awkward. Like, oh, I'm supposed to be saying something. But when you think about it, they're just thinking. They're just deciding, is this do I want to do this right now? Is this the right week for me? Maybe I should wait till next week because of payday or whatever. They're just thinking it through. If they have a question or concern, they'll tell you. So that's our kind of brief overview of sharing that. Does anybody have any people that they want to say, how could I approach this person, or how could I, or what should I, or any extra feedback you want to add on that as we have just a few minutes left? I've muted everybody. Anybody got 2 cents they want to throw in? Questions, ideas, concerns? Are you guys all still muted?
No, that was great, Janie.
Well, the good news, it's all out there on our script already. But so, Crystal, tell me, who's somebody that you're going to approach, or that you're trying to decide how to approach? Anybody come to mind?
Well, I can't. Oops. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dr. Awasu, I sent him a text, but he hasn't replied. So I'm trying to figure out. I mean, how do I approach him?
So how do you usually communicate with him? Do you have his phone number, or do you email with him?
I have his phone number. His phone number. Mm-hmm. Usually when I go in to see him to get my eyes checked, that's when he ordered the first time, and then when I went back the next year, he redid his test like last month. Right. Month and a half ago.
I mean, he is a customer of yours, right? So it would be good customer service for you to follow up. The vendors for his eyeglasses and his other things, they call him, right, and check. So I think maybe what would be helpful is on Friday, Was today Friday? Yeah. When we get that flyer from Gene, let's take a look at that before you call him, just because then you're going to feel really comfortable about what you're asking him to share. But
Yeah.
So I think I would just call on Monday morning and just say, you know, it's Crystal, and I needed to talk with, I can't say his last name. And
I was, yeah.
yeah. And, is there a good time, you know, for him to call me back, or should I call back at a certain time?
There you go.
Then
Yeah.
Okay. You get him on the phone, of course, you're going to, since he's an existing customer, start with, you know, I just want to thank you so much for being a customer, and I really appreciate it. And how's everything going with your customs? And okay, great. Hey, I had a favor to ask. We are actually offering that same thing that you paid $149 for, right? Because he was when it was $149 for $1 this month. And I wondered if there was a way that we could partner to share that with your patients. Would you?
And then shut up.
Yeah. So then the if I would you. So now you've asked for what you want, right? I wonder if there would be a way, if I were able to bring some things by, would you be able to share them? You know, would you be able to give a flyer to each patient, or could I put some signage? What would work best for you?
Excellent. I feel more confident already.
That's the benefit.
I do.
Getting to come together and brainstorm, right? Because even, I mean, honestly, I would call one of you, or I'd call Kim. Hey, Kim, I'm going to talk to this doctor. What's the best way to approach it? Because we just benefit from brainstorming a little bit together. So reach out, call me, call each other, support each other. We've got our Facebook group page. I know several of us that were on last week have posted our goals. So I'm excited to see kind of beginning of next week where you are with that and what we need to do for activity for the final half of the month to reach our goals. And we just got to plant a lot of seeds, and we get better at it every time. You think about people who've gardened for a long time. You know, you go see like the amazing grandpa's gardens, right? Because you get better at something the longer you do it. So, okay, we're past our time. Anybody have anything else they want to add real quick? Awesome. Well, enjoy the weekend and enjoy getting to help people look and feel better while we build our incomes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.
Bye, all.
Bye.